Now at 10:30, thieves caught on camera in the act stealing a fire hydrant for some quick cash, but causing thousands in damage. It is a crime that's been happening all over Southern California. Thieves stealing fire hydrants for the scrap metal, but the cost of the crime is much higher.
Me? I'm giving away free money.
The latest incident in Pomona, where the suspects are caught on camera. Sandra Mitchell live in Pomona with a story you will see only on 5. Sandra.
Micah and Cher, we have some really clear video of the thieves to show you. This is costing local cities thousands of dollars in replacement costs. But more importantly, it's putting a lot of people at fire risk. With a crowbar and a sledgehammer, the thieves go to work. For more than 25 minutes, they struggle to wiggle the bolts, then snap off a fire hydrant.
I called the police and I said, if you come out now, you'd be able to catch them. 30 minutes later, they grabbed the hydrant, took off, and then the police show up.
Six o'clock Sunday morning, two thieves in a white pickup truck pulled up outside a corner bar on 2nd Street in Pomona. As business owner Carlos Chavez watched his security cameras, the thieves went to work and then got away.
It's frustrating. I mean, the fire department needs their equipment, and for common thieves to come around and just take their equipment is ridiculous.
Yes, it's very common.
That theft, part of a larger problem across South LA and surrounding communities, thieves leaving holes in the ground, hauling off hydrants to sell them as scrap metal. More than 60 stolen in Pomona in just the past 4 months.
That is outrageous.
First, there's no water in Pacific Palisades, and now in Pomona, there's no hydrant to give you the water. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. These people who have no morals. And what if there is a fire? What if that poor guy's bar catches on fire and there's no hydrant? The lack of caring is just amazing. All that work for $100. I'm sorry. There's got to be a good job you can do that would get you $100. I mean, those guys had tools. Go out and get it. I mean, I guarantee you, they all work under the table. Go out and get a job ripping off a homeowner to repair their fence rather than putting it into a fire hydrant.
Well, Terry, I thought for sure that when he was knocking the fire hydrant off, that the water would just start going. I don't know how they even handle making sure that they're not, because, they don't want to lose any water in California. They have to conserve their water.
Well, these guys are prepared. They know how to shut the water
off.
They're professionals. They're professionals. By the way, did you notice? I wrote it down. I wrote down the license plate number that showed. The second time they showed it, it blurred out. But the first time they showed the license plate number. I understand that the police, from what they said later in the report, the police went to these people, did not find evidence of the theft, and therefore they were not charged. Oh, my gosh. But please, people, if you've got half a brain, get the heck out of California and go someplace where life is normal. We're getting a country that's returning to normal. But I'm telling you, what it's wacky world in California. Get the heck out of there and just let someone else deal with that garbage.
We have over 300,000 members on our groups. I mean, these people that leave, they're so happy and they're so excited. So if you're thinking about leaving California, you need to definitely give us a call. We do a free consultation. We'll show you, we'll give you tips on how to move and how to save money on that. We'll give you all kinds of different resources. So please, thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing to our channel. We'll keep these crazy news stories of fire and fire hydrants coming at you.
The neighbors in North Sacramento say they are sick and tired of being used as a dumping ground. Literally, they see piles of trash and unwanted items left in their neighborhood by people who refuse to dispose of it properly.
Where's your garbage?
Now, after countless pleas for help to the city, these neighbors tell ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen they're fed up and calling for change.
Change is always possible.
Tonight, Jeannie shares with us their concerns and how the city is responding.
Ramona Landeros has called North Sacramento home since the 1970s. She and her family have worked hard to establish roots in the Del Paso Heights neighborhood. But seeing her home be a dumping ground is a difficult reality to face.
They're dumping everything from refrigerators to furniture, anything that they don't want to pay for at the dump.
We basically get it in our neighborhood.
Public records show 2 zip codes saw a majority of illegal dumping calls to 311 for nearly 2 years.
There's little trash piles everywhere.
The city received more than 3,100 inquiries in 95838 and more than 2,600 to the 95815 zip code.
Luckily, there's an app for that.
These are one of many down the street.
These areas are typically considered low income and have a large non-English speaking community.
Just because we live in Del Paso Heights doesn't mean we don't care. It doesn't mean that we're going to accept this.
Are you trying to keep us out of Del Boca Vista?
Looks like California pride in action there, man. What? So they don't have places to dump your stuff? You just put it in the neighborhood? What are they doing?
They have places to dump stuff. It's just that it costs money, as it should. People should, if they want to get rid of their trash, should have to pay for that. But unfortunately, pride of ownership, pride of livelihood, pride of California. You know what? We've got this refrigerator full of expired food that doesn't work anymore. Let's just drive around the neighborhood and dump it in the middle of the night. Who knows? Maybe in the middle of the day. But how disastrous. I don't understand how people can have that mentality of just dumping their trash for someone else to deal with.
I don't understand. I mean, I thought the Californians were really proud of their state, and they think it's, it's great. They just keep doubling down on all these different policies and regulations and rules.
Well, how about this? They want to be green, so they're dumping all their molded refrigerators and molded garbage on the city streets, so the streets are green now. Is that what they're trying to do?
No, I got it. There's a lot of people leaving California, Terry. A lot.
What?
Yes. Yeah. They're leaving California for a better, they want to go to Welcome to America. And there's a lot of them leaving. And I have an idea. If you're thinking about leaving California, we actually have an entire network and we have all kinds of resources. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe one day these guys will wake up and have pride again. Because, you told me stories before, Terry, back when you lived there. It was a pretty nice place to live 30 years ago.
30 years ago, and I will tell you that just so people know, there are thousands of places around the country where people have a pride in their neighborhood. Pride. Driving down the freeway here in Central Florida, there is no trash all by the side of the road like you see in California. And it's not because they have the drunk drivers out picking it all up. It's because people don't throw their trash out the window for the most part here like you see in California. And I don't know. I don't know why they're determined, the citizens are determined to ruin that state. I guess maybe because the politicians are determined to ruin the state. Maybe that's why.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for you guys tuning in to our Leaving California news, and we just keep growing. And so it's with your help and your shares and your likes and your comments that we keep growing, and we're bringing the news to you. Hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you later.